Blood bank, milk bank, no difference because they both save lives.
Our brand ambassador Jwala Gutta, 30 liters she donated to government hospital in Chennai.
The role of epigenetics, especially when it comes to breastfeeding and the quality of breast milk, is there any specific role that the epigenetics play?
If you go by pure genetics, Prahalada must be the greatest Rakshasa. Which gene to get triggered and which gene not to trigger? How early can you actually trigger good genes?
But Prahlada, Abhimanyu sir, are there any other modern stories that you'd like to share? Maybe real life examples of what you have come across so far?
Yeah. So if this Aaryajanani can be exported as the greatest export to the world after yoga, we need to have something like International Day of Aaryajanani.
Okay, now it's time for a little bit of fun. We'll play a few games, sir. The first one is busting whether it's a myth or a fact. I'll give you a statement. Just let us know whether that's a myth or a fact. First one is formula milk is almost same as breast milk.
Myth.
Mothers with C-sections cannot breastfeed immediately in that golden hour.
A very big myth.
Okay. Young people should wait until they have experience before taking leadership roles.
Myth.
Okay, we have you here. Breastfeeding always comes naturally.
Partly myth.
Okay.
Partly myth.
Okay. Yeah, in my case, it did not. A lot of willpower.
You require a lot of support.
That's true,
You
sir.
require family and community support.
Right, sir.
It comes naturally, but you require a lot of support.
Okay.
Previously, you used to have large families.
Right.
You used to have Pinni, Attamma, Bamma, Nainamma, Amamma. So you require support from all these people. So
Yeah.
partly myth.
So this conversation with you is reminding me how we are all supposed to be social.
Absolutely.
Not social media users, but just social. Lovely.
Today being social means how many followers you
Yeah.
have.
How many are we following? Awareness campaigns by themselves are enough to change behavior.
Again, a myth.
Okay. Donor milk is unsafe.
Donor milk is absolutely safe, so it's a myth. Absolute myth.
Breastfeeding mothers must eat for two.
Correct.
It is?
It is.
For two?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, I know that pregnancy ke time pe you don't need to as long as the nutrition is covered. But so when you say for two, we're talking about the nutritional value or the quantity also, sir?
See, all said and done, if a mother is breastfeeding a baby who is, let's say, 3-4 months old, she is probably producing around 600 ml to 700 ml a day. And 600 ml, 700 ml of nutrition is quite something, right?
That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. So it's the if her metabolism is, let's say, 2,500, then she has to add up another 1,000, 1,100, 1,200.
Right.
Yeah. But if she wants to lose weight, then this is one of the best ways to lose weight. All the extra weight that's
Right.
yeah.
So guys, the question is eat for two, not double it. So eat enough for your child also.
As
Okay. A mother can identify her own milk among several examples.
No, I didn't get this.
So when there are several breast milk packets, let's just say, that are placed, will the mother be able to identify her own breast milk through smell, etc.? Yeah. So it's a universal language.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not right.
The biggest barriers to change are often mindsets and not resources.
Absolutely.
Okay. Breast milk changes composition according to the baby's needs.
Oh wow, this is a fact.
Right, sir.
I'll give you one example for this.
Yes, sir.
Any baby who is formula fed will have huge problems in their circadian rhythm. When they sleep, when they get up.
Okay.
A baby who is breastfed will be wonderfully synced to the mother's circadian rhythm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because if you're breastfeeding your child in the night, you have a wonderful hormone called melatonin, which is secreted through the milk into the baby. The moment the baby is breastfeeding nights, especially at the night time, and the baby will happily sleep.
Wow.
And if you are giving formula feed, then it causes a spike in the carb.
Mm,
The baby will not breastfeed, will not
okay.
sleep.
Okay.
So, mother's milk is exactly made for summer, winter, rainy,
Right.
daytime, nighttime. So, it's a
Mm,
fact.
wow. Wow. Breastfeeding is kind of the basis for everything. Even morning persons and night owls are decided
yeah.
based on that.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. If the intention is good, the impact will be good. Is it a myth or a fact?
Absolutely fact.
Absolutely a fact. Okay. Wow, even these myths or facts are so informative. Thank you. The next round is one word answer, sir. I'll give you a term. Just tell me what comes to your mind when you
Okay.
hear it. Breastfeeding,
Is breastfeeding.
Indian mother,
Indian mother, Dhatri,
wow, beautiful. Motherhood,
Yashoda.
nice. Innovation,
Innovation, I would say, you need a one word for
yeah,
this?
yeah. If
Huh?
even a phrase is fine.
The phrase is fine. Uh, Accessible. Any innovation must be accessible.
Mm. Aaryajanani.
Aaryajanani, quintessential.
Ah, lovely. India 2047.
Viksit Bharat,
Mm. Okay.
2047.
Mm.
So that's what comes to mind. And probably to that, we can also add one more thing, which is Swasth Bharat.
Lovely. Okay. Bhatri. That expression says it all. I don't think we need a word.
Okay, so Dhatri for me is the river of life.
Wow. All right. So next, it's time for the next challenge, which is complete the sentence. I'll give you a phrase. You'll have to complete that sentence. Every child deserves.
Mother's love.
Oh, I thought you were going to say mother's milk. Yeah, okay. Public health begins with.
Breastfeeding.
Okay. Biggest misconception about breastfeeding is.
Biggest misconception is I don't have enough milk.
Right. And so there is also this stigma around breast milk. Like, for example, if somebody goes and donates blood, they're so happy about it and they post on social media, or even if somebody sees a message in a group saying, some so and so needs blood, they would travel for miles and go donate. But why is that not happening for breast milk donation yet? I just hope we get there soon, and it also is considered as equally prominent and important as blood. Blood bank, milk bank, no difference, because they both save lives. I hope we get there as a society, sir.
Very well said. Thank you for actually saying this. I think after Jwala Gupta has very, very openly, she came out and she spoke about this.
Mm.
Uh, I came across a lot of women, especially, one of my very close family friends and batchmates. She's an IAS officer in Chennai.
Okay.
And she said, I donated breast milk as well to the Institute of Obstetrics and Gynecology of Madras Medical College.
Wow. Okay.
She donated 60 ml.
Mm.
And a lot of people are now coming out. For example, in Nilofer Hospital, a mother called Kirti,
Mm.
she donated 430 liters
My
in a
God.
period of 8 months.
Wow.
430
Okay.
liters. So,
In a period of 8 months.
8 months.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
and her husband bought a special deep freezer for her.
Lovely.
Her mother-in-law supported.
Right.
This needs to take the a movement
Yes, sir.
kind of a we need to build that momentum,
Yes, sir.
and I'm sure these sort of conversations will help.
Yes, sir.
I would also request you to do these sort of conversations with mothers like Jwala Gupta and Kirti.
Sure,
And
sir.
I think it'll actually bring out many more facts.
That's an excellent suggestion. Our team will work on it. Thank you. All right, back to the game. India needs more Jwala Guptas.
You said it.
I'm sorry, please go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, perfect.
My dream for Dhatri is
Uh, my dream for Dhatri is we want to build 100 high quality mothers milk banks,
okay.
and rest 1900 milk banks have to be built by government and many other NGOs and many other ecosystem.
Nice.
So the whole country needs 2000 and we want to contribute 100 out of that.
Beautiful. Okay. One quality every young person should cultivate is
Emotional intelligence.
mothers, please breastfeed for this EQs. A good leader is always
Uh, a good leader is always, there's something which I learned in a book called Scarcity Mindset and Abundance Mindset.
okay.
So, good leader always has abundance mindset. He
Ooh.
always wants to share. He always feels secure when other people progress.
Nice.
He always feels happy in giving, in
Okay.
sharing, and donating.
Right.
So, I think this is very, very key. And greatest leader is always mother, how she brings up her children. And when we have that kind of mindset for everyone, then
Right.
that itself is,
Okay.
a great leader. Abundance mindset is very important for a leader.
Social change begins with
Myself.
beautiful, beautiful. So the next segment is if you could change one thing about healthcare in India overnight, what would it be?
Invest all the money into primary care.
Okay. And what would you do if you are the health minister? The next three actions that you would take.
Uh, First and foremost is um, restructure primary care.
Hmm.
My vision for primary care is that every primary health center,
Okay.
which is there in our country, must have preventive, promotive, primary curative, plus rehabilitative,
Hmm.
and a little bit of palliative, all put together in a PHC.
Nice.
And this PHC, primary health center, must also have a very, very good know-how of how to deal with NCDs,
Okay.
and must have very good data that can back up this whole primary care center.
Hmm.
It must, for example, today we don't have stroke rehabilitation. Everyone has to come to the city.
Hmm.
So you don't need stroke rehabilitation, or you don't need a five-star hospital for that.
Right. Hmm.
You can bring down the cost.
Hmm.
Similarly, you can bring down the cost of care if you have good exercise facilities. So your PHC must be having a good gym, a yoga, everything. So people must come there. So geriatric yoga and then youngsters. So your PHC must be a bustling center
Okay.
of positive health.
Okay.
So not just in Ayushman Mandirs, but even your PHC must be even more robust.
Okay.
So I would, one of my first steps would be to rebuild the primary care.
Okay.
Second thing, make, of course, the Ayushman Bharat, the PMJY is one of the greatest universal health coverage programs in India. We can make it a bit more participatory and robust by having a lot of people pay for their own health. For example, the middle class, probably 10 to 15 or 20% would be happy to pay a little bit for their own health. Like they take private health insurance. They can also buy a government health insurance for 2,000 or 3,000.
Okay.
That way we can make it, we can cover almost another 20 to 30% of our population. So universal health coverage in true sense, not just the BPL, but even the above poverty line. Every year, 3% of people who are above poverty, they become BPL because of health issues.
Oh.
So you just don't need health insurance for BPL, but you also need for APL, above poverty line. For example, a family which is earning a lakh every month, suppose they have a cancer or something in their household, they end up spending 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs. All their life savings are gone. So you also need health insurance for that aspect also.
Okay.
So that is my second thing. And third thing, I want to have a National Health Promotion Board which will organize marathons, cyclothons, Ironman, and all this sort of things in every district, every village. So we need to have more participation into sports, exercise, and stuff. So I think that is very, very key. Which is very similar to the National Health Promotion Board of Singapore. So these three would be the first steps that I would take.
Excellent. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
That's a difficult one. Probably Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Wow, we'll even get to know what happened. Okay, so just a fun question, sir. It has nothing to do with any of these segments. You worked on policy, medicine side with doctors, newborn babies, families, parents, and even social entrepreneurs. Which group asks the toughest questions?
Entrepreneurs, for sure.
Okay.
And also, I've seen policymakers, I've seen IAS officers and especially from the UPSC, IPS, and some of those people, they're very smart.
Okay.
So they ask the right question. It's not easy to convince policymakers. You really need to be absolutely thorough. So entrepreneurs and policymakers who are from the UPSC background, I think, are the one of the most smartest people.
Okay. So now the Aaryajanani segment, wherein we'd love to know from you on what your perceptions are on what we do. What fascinated or inspired you when you first heard the concept of Aaryajanani and what we do in the area of prenatal influence?
So this is actually a spiritual journey. Whenever I talk about Aaryajanani, I kind of remember the conversation with Swami Shitikantanand Maharaj, and I really admire him. I have deep reverence for who he is and his thoughts and his vision for this program. And Dr. Anupama actually changing her whole career.
Yes, sir.
And shifting gears from a corporate world to Ramakrishna Mutt and getting into this and doing this. It speaks volumes about the guru and the Sishya, both, and how they're committed for this great cause.
Wow.
And I heard about Garbha Sanskar when I visited Gayatri Parivar in Haridwar.
Okay.
They also do this program very, very methodically.
Okay.
But I got greater scientific insights when I spoke to Dr. Anupama and many more spiritual insights when I spoke to Swami Shitikantanand Maharaj. So Maharaj was very, 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 deeply, I should say, motivated by this whole concept of Aaryajanani.
Right, sir.
And the name itself is so resonating.
Yes, sir.
So I thought, in our childhood, when we used to see Ramayana and Mahabharata, Kunti and Gandhari and many other, they say Aryaputra. So how great, the nomenclature itself is so reverberating. So I think it's a great concept and also a great name and branding that has been given.
Yes, sir.
And I think it is so much in sync with our ancient culture and tradition.
Sir, the role of epigenetics, especially when it comes to breastfeeding and the quality of breast milk, is there any specific role that the epigenetics play?
Oh, I mean,
I know it's a vast subject.
yeah, but asking this question, does it play itself, is undermining it. Because epigenetics is everything.
Okay.
The interplay of genes, I think, has been understood by our ancestors so very well. There are there are cases of genetic lineage. There are cases of course, the genome, but then which gene gets activated, which gene gets triggered, how should you trigger that gene, and how well can you trigger, how early can you trigger?
Right, right.
I think is all about epigenetics and how Aaryajanani and epigenetics are so closely interwoven,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
See, I mean, if you go by pure genetics, Prahalada must be the greatest Rakshasa. He is the first enemy of Lord Vishnu,
Right.
and he was born of the ultimate anti-god
Yes.
incarnation of Hiranyakashipu.
Right.
But then you look at how he is transformed, and it is because of the environmental effect that is there on the gene. Which gene to get triggered and which gene not to trigger.
Right.
How early can you actually trigger good genes?
Okay. So this is one example, Prahlad. Even in our workshops, one of the story time sessions is based around Prahlada's story. But Prahlada, Abhimanyu sir, are there any other modern stories that you'd like to share? Maybe real life examples of what you have come across so far.
Yeah. So in 2016, when we were doing this large quality improvement collaborative
Okay.
in newborn intensive care units in labor rooms across Andhra Pradesh, we were working in around, I think, 50 or 40 hospitals. Um, and one of the first few people whom I met was Dr. Shailaja.
Okay.
She was the superintendent of Nilofer Hospital at that point of time. Her mother was also very famous, Dr. Lokabai.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was speaking to her and talking about, very low early breastfeeding rates in Nilofer Hospital and how do we help? How can we work together? At that point of time, the new block was being built, the NICU block.
Okay.
So we were sitting in the old hospital and we were talking. And then she said, Santosh, you require a huge change. You require a huge change. And even I myself have not been able to do what I wanted to do. And because I did not even know. And I said, what was it? Then she said, when, I was married, I was in my final year.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
those days, she's now 70 years old.
Right. Okay.
So I got married in my final year, and then in my housey, I delivered my first child. So everyone was asking,
Right.
when are you going to come back to duty? No one was asking about, have you breastfed your child?
Oh, that's the challenge.
So
Yeah.
1 week after the delivery, she had to join back the duties. There was no
Okay.
maternity leave. There was no
Right.
6 months break or anything. So she came back and she didn't breastfeed her first child.
Okay.
And she told that my first child always had um, ear and nose
Right. Right.
infections and all of that. Okay, but then after some time he progressed and now he's a software engineer. He's working.
Okay.
But my second child, I went to Kerala because along with my husband, he got transferred there or something. Then she was with a few gurus and Swamijis. She used to do yoga.
Nice.
And then she read a book called
This is during pregnancy.
During Pregnancy.
Okay.
It was during a second pregnancy.
Wow.
And she read this book of an autobiography of a yogi.
Right.
And she was reading Bhagavad Gita and everything. And her second child was born. She breastfed from day one. And during her pregnancy, she had this journey of Bhagavad Gita and Paramahamsa Yogananda.
Wow.
And the
Nice.
second child turned out to be one of the most intelligent kids.
Oh.
He went to an IIT later.
Okay.
He never had all these infections and all this stuff. He did very well in his life and also, I think, went to Indian Institute of Science, is what she told, ISC. A highly spiritual person.
Wow.
And he says there's a stark difference between my two children. I can make out. Same genes. Everything is same. There's so much difference between my first child and second child.
The Garbhasanskar is followed.
Absolutely. So,
Mm.
a mother who underwent the program of Bhagavad Gita, yoga,
Right,
and
right.
all of that, and how her second child has become a very highly spiritual being.
Lovely.
And so, after that conversation, I understood that this is not something that we have learnt in Mahabharata or somewhere about Abhimanyu and Prahlada.
Right.
It's also what we're seeing in our,
Yes, sir.
modern day.
Yes.
So there, I'm sure if we do what Narada has done
Mm.
or Lord
That's
Krishna has done,
good. Yes. Yes, sir.
the counselors of Aaryajanani,
Mm.
the role of our team has to be like that of Narada and Lord Krishna. Then we can build a Prahladas and Abhimanyus.
Mm.
So it is a highly spiritual work.
Yes, sir.
And I feel if this Aaryajanani can be exported as the greatest export to the world after yoga,
Wow.
then there will be so much peace.
Yes, for
There will
sure.
be so much tranquility, no war. Now just look at
Yes,
what is
sir.
happening in the Middle East,
Right.
what is happening in Ukraine, what is happening in
Mm.
Israel versus Palestine.
Mm.
All these things, they can be, solved if we talk to the mothers during pregnancy, ensure that their babies are absolutely, given this Aaryajanani,
Yeah.
concepts and yoga, good messaging, happy music, happy motherhood. And I think you will have happy children, no war, no battles, and the world will be a better place. And
Very well said.
I think this is very, very key that this becomes, we need to have something like International Day of Aaryajanani or International Day of Garbhasanskar, something like that, because the world needs to understand the effect of these concepts on motherhood.
Yes, sir.
And the effect of happy motherhood, healthy motherhood on their children.
Wow, thank you so much. I think, sir, if you don't mind, from the next time, whenever you visit somebody to have a conversation like this, please add Aaryajanani champion also in the list of your titles. I understand that you have a vision of starting 2,000 milk banks at least, establishing 2,000 of them. So, is there any specific goal that you have in your mind, sir? Why is the target 2,000?
Yeah. I wouldn't say 2000 milk banks.
Hmm.
Now we are using another term in India, which we call as lactation support and lactation management.
Okay.
So, in the public health system, especially in the government hospitals, district hospitals, large tehsil, block, taluka hospitals,
Hmm.
we have something called SNCU, Special Newborn Care Units,
Okay.
which are nothing but newborn intensive care units.
Okay.
But the government nomenclature is Special Newborn Care Units,
Okay.
where we have some ventilators and some CPAPs, 20 beds. So every such SNCU is trying to save premature babies.
Hmm.
And these SNCUs in the government hospitals have changed the face of maternal and newborn care in India. We have brought down the newborn mortality, morbidity. A lot of changes happened. But now again, we are stagnating in many states at 2030.
Okay.
Now, how to again bring it down to single digit? And the way to bring it down is to decrease a few more infections
Right.
in the NICUs to
Right.
save extremely low birth weight and very low birth weight babies.
Okay.
And how can we do that? By decreasing newborn necrotizing enterocolitis, NEC.
Okay.
And this NEC can be brought down if you have mother's milk.
Okay.
You should not use formula feed. So all the 1,000 government NICUs, special newborn care units, must have lactation support. Either you have your own milk bank or you have a very good tie-up with the milk bank. So either a LMU or a CLMC, a comprehensive lactation management, or a LMU. So CLMC is a very large milk bank with an automated pasteurizer. LMU is a smaller milk bank. So either of these must be there in every government NICU. Wherever there's a government NICU, you should have lactation support. You should have lactation counselors. You should have lactation consultant. So this has to be made mandatory in our country. Then we can decrease and bring it down to single digit.
Right.
And these lactation counselors, lactation consultants will be available for the labor room in that hospital. Whenever there is a delivery, you're not just calling a pediatrician to prevent asphyxia and all that, but also you're calling a lactation counselor and consultant to help early breastfeeding,
Lovely.
to help breast crawl, to start everything right in the labor room. So a good start is half done. So you need a good start. For every newborn life, you need breast crawl. For every newborn life, you need early breastfeeding. So your early breastfeeding rate can improve if you have a lactation support center in every government NICU and SNCU.
Okay.
So you have around 1,000, so you need 1,000.
Okay.
And in the private sector also you have around 1,000.
Okay.
Good SNCUs and good NICUs. So these good NICUs, which are level 3, level 2, at least must have 1,000 more lactation support center, and they should not prescribe formula.
Okay.
For let's say a baby stays for 30 days in a newborn intensive care unit, who is 1,000 grams or 800 or 900 grams. 30 to 45 days is the stay. Every day, if the father and mother, they are spending anywhere between 1,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees for formula. Imagine the cost, imagine the burden. This itself is around 2 to 3 lakhs to around 5 to 6 lakhs. So this cost can be reduced.
Right.
If mothers can donate their extra milk, who produce extra milk.
Right.
For example, our brand ambassador Jwala Gutta.
Right, sir.
She donated around 60 liters. 30 liters she donated to government hospital in Chennai.
Wow.
IOG, Institute of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and 30 liters she donated to Nilofer Hospital. So all these newborn babies and their families who are spending for formula feed are getting free mother's milk.
Yes.
Absolutely free of cost. And this will help their baby heal.
Right.
Instead of staying 40 days in the NICU, the stay will be reduced to 20 days,
Yes.
25 days, or 30 days, because the mother's milk heals faster. So I think it's very important that all over India we have this movement to support NICUs. 2,000 lactation support centers, be it LMU, CLMC, LSU, whatever you say, must be there. And let's make India formula free. And we want to start this journey in Hyderabad and make Hyderabad formula free. No NSU in Hyderabad must have formula. We should have donated donor human milk, donor breast milk, and it has to be given free of cost. So this is our vision for Hyderabad and for Bharat.
Such a joyful vision, sir, especially with increasing infertility rates. And recently, the study came out which shows that India's population is on a decline in a few years, and India is going to be an old country. Right now, it's the young country, and it will become an old country. We cannot afford to lose our newborns also.
Yes.
So I think this is where Dhatri's work becomes of much more prominence. Thank you. Sir, now it's time for a quick personal round. If you're comfortable answering some of these questions, please feel free to say no if you are not comfortable with any of it. If I have to ask you to describe yourself in 1 or 2 words as the young Dr. Santosh, a medical student, as a medical student, how would you describe yourself? Just to understand the evolution.
Very adventurous.
Adventurous. And how about as the founder of Dhatri?
Now things have changed. Though I'm adventurous, but I'm eternally optimistic.
Optimistic, eternally optimistic.
Yeah.
Nice. As the Associate Dean at Rishihood University.
Uh, Need to do a lot of homework.
Member of the National Medical Commission.
Uh, Again, miles to go before I speak. Need to do a
Wow,
lot of work.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Aaryajanani champion. I'm adding this just now.
This is a very, very spiritual sojourn. So
Mm,
it's spiritually very gratifying. So
mm.
whenever I'm in that class or session or listening, enjoying, so I would want this to become something which is spread across the globe.
Wow,
So I think one word for this is make it universally scalable.
universally scalable. That's a nice goal to have. Yes, for us, yes. Um, if it as a 25-year-old self, what is that one piece of advice that you'd give then?
You mean when I was 25
Yeah,
years
when
old?
you were 25, if you had to go back in time and then tell that young Santosh something,
Okay.
what would that advice be?
I don't know. I should have been more closely associated with um, Archivat. It would have brought a little bit more calmness
Mm.
and much more vision a little
Right,
bit earlier in
right.
my life.
I think everybody has their own time wherein they reach there, no, sir? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And if you had a magic wand, what is that one problem that young Dr. Santosh would solve and now Dr. Santosh would solve?
Oh, again, you're going back to 25?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
What was the biggest problem then, which you would want to solve? But what is the biggest problem now that you see you need to solve?
Yeah, even then or now, I would say that we require a very, very cohesive, loving,
Mm,
caring
mm,
population which actually live together, very, very cohesively. And I
right.
think that is one thing which we are missing as we are seeing.
Mm,
So we require a lot of love and affection for each other. So as a population, we have a lot of barriers,
mm,
religion, caste, creed, and stuff. And I think if we want to see a great country like Bharat,
mm.
become the mother,
Right,
or
sir.
then I think we require much more love for each other and love
Yeah.
for our country.
So same want for both the visionary for a reason, yeah. Thank you so much. This was such a wonderful conversation. Before we leave, I'd like to ask you to deliver two messages, sir. One is for all those to be parents who are about to embark on this beautiful journey of pregnancy and then parenthood. And the other one is now that, let's just say there is a newborn that whose life was saved because of mother's milk from Datri's milk bank, and that newborn grows up to become a 25-year-old. I don't know why 25, but 25. What is it that you think that person would tell you?
Right, very nice. So for all the parents of who are going to give birth to a baby, and they are preparing themselves for the parenthood, wish you all the best. Congratulations. You're on the greatest journey of your life. See, Indian culture, it keeps such a high pedestal for the woman who's going to give birth to a baby. She's almost at the level of Mother Parvati, Goddess Parvati, and Shiva, or Goddess Lakshmi and Vishnu. So when you are getting married and all those mantras are being told, you are at that level because you are going to give birth, you are going to procreate. So you're almost equal to God because you are the only one who can give birth to a living being, a human being, someone who has spiritual power apart from the all the other powers. So you are mother of procreation. So you need to give birth to a child who is blissful, happy, who is loving, caring, affectionate, not just to his future wife or girlfriend, but even for his parents and for the whole world. So I think this can happen only through this wonderful journey during the 9 months, before the 9 months, after the 9 months, called Aaryajanani. It is sometimes called Garbhasanskar, sometimes called by many other names. But you will have to keep yourself very, very highly spiritual, highly happy in that wonderful mood that you are going to give birth to someone like Vinayaka, someone like Subramanya, someone like Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, someone like Sita, very nice and happy future citizens of the world. So I think prepare yourself with this wonderful science of Aaryajanani. It is very, very important. And your husbands and your family will all support you no matter what. And we are all there. Aaryajanani team is working wonderfully to make this happen. And second question that you asked
Yes, sir.
about the children who have probably taken donor human milk from Dhatri, they'll all be our Dhatri alumni. So
Ah,
they'll come back, they'll also support.
right.
And if they are women, they'll also donate. And if they are men, they'll ask their wives, please do donate. I have been breastfed by many, many mothers here. So they'll all be like Lord Sri Krishnas. They'll all
Right.
become so powerful because they are breastfed by many, many mothers. So we wish everyone a very, very happy, motherhood, and wish you all a very, very happy and healthy children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Wonderful conversation. And if you're planning for pregnancy, we have pre-pregnancy workshops scheduled for you every month, an alternate month. You'll find something or the other which is useful, not just the pregnancy workshops. Aaryajanani conducts pre-pregnancy, post-pregnancy, ashram programs, and pre-marital workshops as well. So do check out our website, and Dhatri's Mother's Milk Bank details will also be available in the description and will also be displayed on the screen. Please do follow Sir's work because it's a very, very important need of the hour, crucial for our country.
आर्यजननी नमो नमामि आदर्शमा